Yo, what's up guys? Today I have a good video for you. So for most of your info sellers, sometimes you realize that your income starts to stagnate or just dip. So this video is specifically what action to take when that happens. So let me explain why content is the most important level to pull when income starts to stagnate or dip. Next slide. So firstly, why does your income stagnate or dip? It's mainly three reasons if it's not part of the sales team or marketing team, by the way. So either your audience becomes more cold, your audience shifts to a less committed audience or a more broke audience, or you don't get new leads in the pipeline. Next slide. So how do you solve this? Well, it's fucking content. If your audience becomes more cold, it's because they don't see enough of you, which means you put out more content for them to consume. If your audience shifts to a less committed audience or a more broke audience, people having less money, it's because your messaging isn't communicated. What do? You put out more content to show the platforms what messaging that you've been looking for and that you're actually using. Because from your old content, your messaging has obviously worked. So if you haven't changed anything in the marketing process and anything in the messaging, but you haven't posted a lot of content, then you just haven't showed Meta and showed all these platforms what type of people that you're looking for. And if you don't get new leads in the pipeline, then it's because new people don't find you. How the fuck are new leads supposed to find you if you don't have a way for them to find you? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Hey, next slide. So, but what if I have a stable income that has just stagnated? Next slide. Let me give you an example. Webinar funnel. If you make 20K per webinar, you do 2 webinars per month, you have the same fucking metrics every time and things never change. The more you nurture and educate people, the better all your fucking metrics will be. Next. So, for example, again, if you just put out more content on this webinar funnel, your show rate will increase because people build an emotional connection to you and want to ignore you less. Retention rate on the webinar will increase. More people will stay until the end so they can actually get pitched and book a call because they have an emotional connection with you. So even if they're bored, they still have a connection to you, so they will stay. The connection kind of drags them on. Like their will to leave, it kind of like gets tackled by their will, the connection with you. And your call booking rate will also increase because people trust you more. So all those fucking objections like, oh, but what about this? What about testimonials? What about that? All that shit you can just throw out of the way, or at least majority of them, if they just have a better connection with you. For example, look at Iman Gadzhi. Like, he has a lot of trust, but he doesn't really lead with trust. He just puts out a lot of content, a lot of lifestyle shit to people, and then people just trust him. And also, show rate to sales calls will increase because people are excited to speak to you just since they already have an emotional connection to you. And also, last thing, close rate will increase because people trust what you say more. So when you actually handle objections, people believe you and they believe you. Okay, next slide. And this can be a 2x increase in total revenue by just putting out content. So this is like a financial model that I just made. So you have 8K ad spend. This is actually close to what we had on our webinar. We had 8 CPL, 1,000 registrants, 20% show rate, 75% retention rate, 20% scheduled call rate, 70% show rate, and 30% close rates. That's 6 closes and around 20K made. Hey, if you only put out content, so you increase all the metrics by just 5%, then we have this scenario, more content. 8K, 8 euro CPL. The marketing side is the same. The sales side is the same. You just put out more content. Increase all the metrics by 5%, so from 20 to 25, 75 to 80, and so on. Same ticket size, and you make 46K. That's a 2x increase by only putting out more content and nurturing and educating people. Next slide. So, and now you're asking yourself, hey, what type of content should I record then? Like, there's so much shit I could do. There's 2 types. Depends on what audience you're looking for. Type 1 is if you're selling to the general public or people that generally have less money or are less sophisticated. And then type 2 is if you're selling to a sophisticated audience. So this can be like medium to big sized enterprises, 10K per month agency owners, and just people that generally have more money. Next slide. So for the type 1, these people really like lifestyle shit, just doing fun shit, flexing with cars, like watches, doing that stuff and just having fun. because these people like entertainment a bit more. Also, the only thing you need for trust for these people are screenshots of money or just quick testimonials. You want to like lead with the amount of money that they made, not what problem it solved, just how much money they made. And also, when you put out like talking head videos like this, or when just sitting and talking in front of a screen, you want just it to be more broad info and more selling outcomes, like how to start your agency, for example. These videos also, by the way, can be more heavily edited than what you're thinking, because these people also, there's entertainment, but they feel like it's kind of education, you know, but you still want to have like it lean towards entertainment. Next time. And then for the type 2, if you're selling to a more sophisticated audience, one thing that's really good is FAQs, because these types of people, they usually like they research more before they buy something, and when they actually sign up or book a call or just do something, they usually like to go put a bit more time into it. So if you have FAQs, it's going to be really good for them to just consume. And then also for this audience, you want case studies, and you also can do podcasts with your clients, like I'm doing right now. There's going to be one up soon. But just podcasts with people you've helped, and basically what you did for them. Oh, and on this one, you want to lead. You can lead with how much money they made, but you also want to lead like, for example, the first one you can do, Armando made 20K, and this one can be Armando made 20K by increasing his show rates, by tripling his show rates. And then also, if you're doing more talking head videos and just like more A-roll, you want it to be more specific info, talking about a specific bottleneck. For example, how to increase show rate on sales calls. You don't want to like how to start your agency, because people usually already have a foundation built at this point, so they want to tackle a specific bottleneck that they have. And yeah, next slide. So basically, the bottom line here is record more content and make more money. You don't have to do think about it so much. You just need to record content, show people who you are, and just follow these fucking steps, and hey, you will fucking make money. So yeah, see you guys on the podcast.